Comrades Marathon Association has introduced voluntary pre-race medical screening for all runners. Now, in the past, runners who develop serious medical problems during the race end up in hospital, often started the race with a pre-existing condition like having the flu. On race day, medical and emergency services will be available on the route to cater for any eventuality. However, defending women's champion Gerda Steyn will not be defending her title this year, as she is focusing on the New York Marathon, which takes place in November. We're now joined via Zoom by marketing and communications specialist for the Comrades Association, Delaine Cools. Delaine, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I'm sure there is excitement all around. How ready are you as the Comrades Marathon Association for Sunday's marathon?
Unati, thanks for having the Comrades Marathon on your show. The excitement is palpable. Runners have arrived in droves at the Durban International Convention Center to register for the 95th running on Sunday. And as you know, we traditionally get about 3/4 of the field registering at in Durban at the Comrades Expo, and about 1/4 registering at the Pietermaritzburg registration point at Comrades House in Pietermaritzburg. Here at the DICC, it's the vibe, everything's alive. The Comrades has returned true to its 2022 campaign slogan, Sishayi Buya, the return. It's everything to be excited about this Sunday. And yes, you have touched on Gerda Steyn, not in the lineup for the Sunday's 89.885 kilometer down run, but we have a host of top contenders. We introduced them to the world this morning at the Elite Athletes Media Briefing at the Southern Sun Maharani Hotel on North Beach. And an exciting morning it has been. And it's day 2 of the Comrades Expo. And like I said, many runners coming to be part of the 95th. We've had 15,991 entrants in this year's race, and we expect over 14,000 to line up at the Pietermaritzburg City Hall on Sunday, the 28th of August, and to be part of the world's greatest foot race after its 2-year hiatus.
Of course, yeah. Now, very quickly, just talk to us about just some of the interesting entrants that you are seeing. We understand that there's one woman particularly who's run 27 times. I think this is her 27th marathon. What are some of the entries that you are seeing that are raising just some of your interests?
Unati, more than 27 comrades. We've got runners who've done 48 comrades.
Wow.
So Barry Holland shares that achievement with Louis Massane, who both have done 47 comrades, and we're going for their 48th this year. But as it stands, Louis out of the race for now, and Barry will hopefully be achieving his 48th comrades medal. We've got, I think, 6 to 8 other quadruple green number runners, which means they've each done more than 40 Comrades marathons or successfully completed them. We've got a host of triple green number runners. As you know, the Comrades Marathon has a very esteemed green number club. So that is an honor that is befitting only someone who's done 10 Comrades or more. So you enter the green number club and you go on to double green, triple green, and quadruple green. Yeah, that's quite an, I wouldn't say elitist club, but they have earned their honors in the Comrades Marathon world. And then, of course, we've got at least 240 of our race for charity runners who have raised at least 6,000 Rand each to get themselves into the C or charity batch on race day. I know at least 450 runners had signed up to be part of the race for charity batch on the day, and some of them raised more than 200. I mean, they've even been more than 400,000 Rand per year raised by a single athlete for their charity of choice. So we've got many charity runners being part of the event and obviously doing good by running the Comrades, raising funds for an incredibly good cause, and a host of other runners. I mean, the Comrades Marathon attracts runners from 72 nations this year, each of them with their own mission, coming with their own purpose to make their 89 kilometers count. And it's been absolute magic to welcome runners from all of these nations. On the international level, we're looking at runners, the biggest contingents coming from the UK, India, Brazil, the US, Germany, but runners coming from far-flung countries as even Hungary and Japan. It's like the list is nearly endless, but it's been absolute magic to welcome them all to KwaZulu-Natal's shores.
Wow, 48 Comrade marathons. I can't even imagine it. I can't even run 2 kilometers, let alone 89 kilometers. But very quickly, something that you are bringing up that's new this year is a pre-race medical, screening for all the runners. What else are you doing differently? I would imagine that COVID played a role in some of your changes this year.
Absolutely, Anati. I mean, who would have thought that it would have been, or it is, 3 years and nearly 3 months since the hosting of the last Comrades, which was the 2019 Comrades Marathon. That was the 48th up run. So this year is the 47th down run, which brings us to a total of 95 Comrades Marathons. We celebrated our centenary under a cloud of COVID and social distancing regulations at Comrades House last year. And we tried to make the most of it, but COVID still hung in the air. So this year, we also want to make sure that our runners, feel safe, protected like we always do. So hence the screening process for those runners who opt for it. The Comrades Marathon traditionally boasts the largest temporary medical facility outside of a conflict zone anywhere in the world. We have a sophisticated group of doctors, nurses, medical professionals who are part of the ultimate human race from start to finish, and together with our medical partners, Netcare 911, to ensure that runners are well cared for on the day. So all of the medical interventions that we have employed this year are not too different from previous years. But as we know, COVID has also impacted on the way we look at health and well-being, and hence, whatever we can to make the runners run easier on the day and to ensure that they're cared for, that they're fit, ready. They've had to run qualifying marathons and qualify within 4 hours and 50 minutes in a standard 42.2 kilometer run, as well as meet up to a host of qualifying criteria that the Comrades Marathon has implemented over the years. As for innovations for the 95th Comrades Marathon, as you know, we're going to have our 43 refreshment stations along the route. We'll also have physio facilities and those medical facilities along the route as well. We are obviously bearing in mind that there's ongoing N3 upgrade roadworks happening during the race, or at least during this time. So all of that has been factored in. And we just want to make sure that runners have a very good race and can look forward to having their achievement on Sunday, the 28th of August, met with a very special 95th commemorative medal that has been specially minted for this year's race. And that's going to be one for the books. We've also got runners getting their usual Comrades Race T-shirt, their courtesy of Mr. Price Sports, their Comrades headgear in the form of a very beautiful runner's cap, all in their 95th Comrades Race goodie bag here at registration. So much happiness and smiles to witness here at the Expo.
Fantastic. Delaine, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. And of course, good luck to all the runners and the spectators, as well as your association. Thank you so much for your time.
And Nati, thank you.
Delaine Cools, she is Marketing and Communications Specialist there for the Comrades Association.